wiggle, wiggle.
Like.
Hello and welcome to Insane.
Hello, hello.
And as said before, the prettiest French guy in fame.
Oh, that's good to hear, I guess.
And what did you bring for us today, Insane?
That's the game with the RU251, so the tier 9 light German tank on cliff. Pretty
Yes.
good map for it, pretty good matchup. Top tier, only one RT, so yeah, probably a game that I'm gonna enjoy playing.
And still a pretty good tank.
Yeah, it's pretty. It used to be better when it was the tier 8 version. Now it turned tier 9, but you can still have a great game with, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's pretty good as a light compared to the other versions you have, but not the brightest neither.
You get a lot of good spotting there.
You have a great mobility, great spotting. The gun is actually okay. Well, in this type of matchup, when you are top tier, it's like super good. Like right here, taking into account the enemy lineup, I don't even have to bring gold to penetrate the tank, so
No.
that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm taking the hill, taking the risk. It's like I'm getting up on a position where I can farm a lot of damage. It will be all about the way I'm trading, not getting too greedy. So since I'm up here, I'm really good at this game, I would say.
Your team has kind of decided to semi-camp it for some reason.
That happens a lot, especially on those maps like Cliff. It was definitely a good call for me to go up, because most of the time what happens is that you're losing the upper ground.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of guys, as you can see, camping in the 1-2 lines, and you ended up in a really bad situation.
I think the guys in the 5 line is a bigger problem that stayed down there because it's just worthless.
Yeah, they should have moved up.
Yeah.
But somehow they're just standing instead of going. Probably like a lot of inexperienced players or just hesitating a lot.
I would
Meanwhile,
say so.
we're just farming some damage. The most important here is to not be greedy, just peek, make your damage, but not take some in return.
Of course, you're a ESL player, so you don't over-peak. You have a pretty low profile, so you're pretty hard to hit.
Well, I often play like an idiot in randoms and overpick, but this game I did pretty well, I'd say so.
Yes. Well, it's a good thing.
That was probably the part, because I was like so close to the third mark on the tank, and I was like, okay, let's not be like an idiot this time. And
let's be smart and patient.
Yeah, let's be smart and patient. Like I had such a great matchup, so yeah. So that's the first mistake of the game. I'm taking that shots, probably impatient a bit. I'm super impatient. I mean, there is no reason to take these shots. I could have waited a bit and get another angle, get unspotted.
You're a pretty aggressive player, right?
Yeah, the pick I'm doing here also is like pretty risky, but at the same time that can provide me the information on what is sniping behind. And here you go, 1 TD.
Yeah, LKV. Probably in the bush, as usual, I guess.
Yeah. There's even a sniping position for TDs.
Yeah.
Now trading with the Panther. I got a better alpha damage than him, and the way I'm peeking, I'm not exposing that much, so those are archers for him. But unfortunately, he managed to connect both, but I'm finishing him off, so good trades in the end.
And the 7-1 is still waiting for more. That's always nice.
I'm already up like more than 4k damage, as you can see. The damage is just getting high and high. Just
racking up.
Yeah, just farming on that hill.
Do you remember how many games it took you to 3-mark it, if you actually got a 3-mark?
Well, I cannot tell exactly, because I played this tank a lot before actually caring about marking it, so...
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I'm marking a tank, I'm not really caring about marking, but just playing, and then I end up close to the third mark, and I'm actually caring about it. So
Is it a hard tank to mark? That's what I'm asking for. But
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not a great light player in randoms, I would say. So unless you get only city maps and you get 2 turns heavies to fight,
yeah.
I guess it's possible for a lot of players to do so.
7-1 again. Nice
Yeah.
shot.
So as you can see, the mistake of my team getting all over the 1-2 lines and doing nothing, we are losing the entire map control. This game is already over, I would say.
Yeah,
Almost
this.
over, like 10-5. If you look at the HPs, it's not that huge of a difference, but being like right now 4 tanks down is like huge.
And also they're all backed into the corner, so they're just gonna be shot from all places in a second.
Well, that's why this decision to take the hero is great, taking into account my team positioning.
Yeah.
It's such a risk. Like I could die for that, but at the same time, right here, if I'm not doing that, and I would be somewhere down, I would be already dead. Here's the issue: I have a little bit of stuff down in front of me, this type of kegs and so on.
Oh,
And I
very
have it
nice.
loaded, so yeah, I couldn't take the shots.
No.
But here I get the finish.
Very nice.
So yeah, this game is interesting. Not the great carry and the win at the hand, but that's interesting to show how much potential you can get by just farming from this hill.
Kinda in trouble now though.
Yeah, I'm one shots. Still getting pushed from both angles of the hill, and it comes my death, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Well, the amazing part on that is to see that the 4 tanks of my team are still waiting in the 1-2 lines doing nothing.
Yes.
I was getting pushed by 2 guys. But you will see that often in randoms on that map. It can happen from both sides. Often there will be one team with like I would say 5 tanks camping
Yeah.
1-2 lines.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other team winning the upper ground, and then it's pretty much over. That's how that map works.
The IS is actually not a bad player. You don't use HM, but I do. So I'm kind of surprised of his position.
Well, I think this guy was just like, I'm low tier.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do. I don't even know if you can say so. He's a great player. Probably a guy that tries to play for stats, maybe, and that ends up pretty okay, but not that great neither. I don't know why this guy took that decision. I see that he's in Platinum, is this Amex, yeah?
Yeah.
So he could have done much more, like, I don't think the Amex camped and he could have played with him long.
Yeah.
If you watch the lineup, there's only the E75, he would have some really big issues to pan, but all the rest he could. So yeah, probably a bad decision from him, but you know, shit happens.
But they're still only like 800 HP ahead, but of course a lot of tanks. So
Yeah, that's something you'll see a lot, especially on some ESL matches. If people have been watching, the amount of tank is so much important.
yeah.
You can be even some HP down. So as I just said, you can be some HP down. You can be some tanks down, but the positioning is so much important. And right here we have some tanks down, some HP down, and we don't have the positioning, so we can definitely say that this game is over.
Yeah, it's just screwed. Screwed, and screwed.
So yeah, still a great game, a great showing of damage. With this little 2-9.
Yeah, definitely.
That's something you have to care about also. You have a lot of DPM with this type of tanks.
Speed and DPM is good. Let's go look at the result, Insane.
Yep. So yeah, even in the defeat, it's a master. The sun mark is done, definitely.
Nice.
That was probably the goal of this game. So yeah, played for damage, did well. pretty happy of this game, even if it's a defeat. Would have probably liked to win it, but yeah, can't win them all.
Well, almost 7k damage is good in the
Yeah,
root.
yeah, that's really nice actually. You would even enjoy doing that in tier 10 and doing that in the light tier 9. It's really nice.
Definitely. Okay, and the second replay you brought for us, Insane?
Okay, so that was an advance played with Fame against Goin.
Yeah.
So we were in the map Sand River, and we're starting from the east, as you can see. It's playing the IS-7, and my role was to play around the middle of the start of the game and get some spots with the insane turrets, as I could say.
This is a funny map in Clann Wars, I think, or Stronghold.
Well, this map is a lot about rotations.
Yeah.
Lot. As you can see, we're moving super hard at the stars, because if they are the stars, we want to actually roll them, and then we actually realize they're playing more, so I'm almost instantly gonna fade and go to the middle.
Yeah. So that's how you counter that side, if you go to the middle?
Basically, then when we take control over the salt and I'm getting up on the middle with my S7, I'm one of the tanks that can peek. Get a bit of good depression and get this super strong turret to not really get punished.
Yeah.
So that's why I went straight here. I even, if I remember well, I even took the decision straight on my own, didn't wait for the calls to come out. As you can see, there is the 2684 here spawning, but it's not the greatest tank without a turret to do that, so yeah. So this is pretty passive. I'm going, just playing too hard, camping over the north. I'm getting the spots on the VZ here. You have to be super careful to not overclick too much because of RT.
Yeah, you're gonna get punished pretty hard.
I'm trying to get an angle. Like, it's super hard, you see. I'm turning my tank all the time, trying to get good depression to get a shot on the VZs. And you can see there are double lines of bushes I could actually use. Here you go, get an angle. Pretty
Got
nice
a shot into that killer.
Time will die from hearties. That's not what you want.
No.
But in return, I'm just doing two shots for free, so that's pretty good.
Camille is of course your teammate in ESL.
Camille, yeah. Well, he probably didn't completely understand the position he had to take, and yeah, he was a lot exposed by the hearty here. So I finally find probably the greater efficient here. You have the gun depression. I'm finishing off the BZ, which is very nice. Just get back at 1-1. If I remember correct, we were attacking this game, so at 1-1 we'll have to make the move. I was about to overpick on that flight to finish him off in case, but yeah, my teammate did.
Well, you're in pretty good position. They can't really do a lot now.
Yeah, they also have great positions overall if they're defending.
Yeah.
Means at one point we'll have to just take a push, take control mostly of the base. Right now we would have like two alternatives, I would say. Either just play aggressive on their base, either just almost rotate with everything and we push on all. That's what I said at the start of the game. This map is a lot around rotations.
Well, I don't think they can take your base for sure.
That's not what they're gonna take care about anyway. They have double hearty, they're playing for time, they're defending, so...
Yeah.
They would only take it if we are just leaving nothing here and we are attacking their ones and they can cap us meanwhile.
There's not a lot of RTs used after they got nerfed in Clann Wars either?
Or there is.
Still? Okay.
Yeah, you can still do a good amount of damage with RT now. Splash like more tanks in one shot. The stun effect also.
Yeah.
Just stunning the enemy tanks before pushing. You can have a lot of use of the RT even after the nerf.
So you're starting to rotate a little bit to...
Yeah, exactly. So now we're,
Yeah.
we're rotating over the north. We're taking a free kill here almost, which is pretty nice. It's like
Is...
we cannot just leave the entire map control here and just wait for times to go. It's only 5 minutes left, so we're starting to make some moves. As you can see, Dakizo is probably leading this. So you can see the ping. We're starting to get some pressure over the north and getting them from both angles.
Nice shot.
Well, that shot in, yeah.
So what you were trying to do is to shoot them from both sides on the cap?
Yeah, myself, I was just trying to get the spots all the time around the middle and get some angles around, analyzing the situation. And if I remember correct, I will have to move soon. Well, the 430U is super strong on that spot, cannot really do much to him. And as you can see now, we're retaking the map control, which is really important, because we don't have that much time left. Yeah, that's something you have to be super careful about. Because sometimes you have the upper hand that you're just losing over that factor.
Yeah.
So right now I'm gonna decide probably to push. Because I realized that in my position I cannot do anything anymore. Since we have the control over the north. It's
totally, yeah.
It's pretty nonsense for me with the tank I have, with the armor to keep on camping, I guess. Trying to get some angles on guys running, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go soon.
I really like the i7 after I got buffed a little bit.
Well, it's not that competitive compared to all the heavies, but
No.
I'll just say so.
I think it's funny to play in randoms.
In randoms, yeah, it's probably one of the tanks I'm getting the most fun in terms of chit and heavies. You can just do some crazy YOLO, you can do some spots, you can do a lot.
Can't snipe really well, but that's how it is.
I'm finally going. Pretty late actually. Maybe a mistake for me. Could have gone earlier.
You're at the 3-minute mark.
I played that tank a lot. It was actually my first year 10.
Yeah, mine too. I think a lot of people started in the i7. It's pretty forgiving.
So we're mainly also pushing their base because at this point we got 3 push at the north, so they left much less tank here.
Yeah.
I took the shot for the 430U and we are forced to move on right here, so I'm just taking the shots whatsoever and I'm pushing in to get the proper hold on position here. As you can see here, playing the i7 is super strong because they're gonna struggle so badly to defend me here. I'm picking for the 430U. Here's a mistake from me, missing that shot.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to have the gun depression, so I missed. I mean, I bounced.
You guys have 2 minutes left?
Yeah, the time is ticking and we have to start triggering the cap. And I have to again find a proper position to be hold on, let's say so.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm a lot moving, even when I was doing in the middle, to try to find the good positioning, to be pretty safe and at the same time capable of having the gun depression to deal some damage.
Can you even pen the 268 if it doesn't
well,
over?
Honestly, playing the R7, I'm playing one of the worst tank possible, but they're gonna be taking care of the cap, so yeah, I can get the flank here, which is nice.
Well, they have to do something, so...
I'm really trying to get the track damage here at this point.
Yeah.
Again.
It's very important at this point.
Yeah, as you can see, when the guy was turning and getting more frontally, I was aiming another one because I had pretty much no chance to pen.
Yeah.
So I finished off this guy. And I realized that now it's all about if we can cap or not, because there is a rack on the cap, so I have to push. We're finishing up this guy.
Time. Yeah.
It's super close, 40 seconds left.
Nice shot.
I'm still gonna remain in the cap to have 3 tanks in the cap, and I'm gonna just aim for that guy. Could have a lot of HE at this point. And here it is, we capped.
Capped it out. Very well
20
played.
seconds left, so yeah, I was pretty close. As you could see, there's like 3907 and the budget left against, so yeah. That was the only chance we had to cap, and we managed to do it, so yeah.
Well, let's have a look at the result. Not that it matters that much, but...
Yep.
Look at the team score, maybe.
So yeah, as you can see on this map, artilleries are doing pretty good amount of damage. Our RT did almost 4k. Their RT did a bit less because they got trashed by a light that killed them pretty soon, I would say, in the game.
Yeah.
But still managed to do both 5k combined, which is plus the stun. So yeah, that's actually a good amount for artilleries since the nerf. Great game with the i7, great showing of the armor of the turret, if you can reach a good positioning.
A pretty cheap game for you, actually. 26,000 credits is not too bad for this kind of mode.
Taking into account I've been spamming some APs here to have a chance to pen to 6 is pretty nice, I would say.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you the usual question, of course, Insane. How to get better at playing? What's your best advice?
My best advice, taking into account my personal experience, the way I've been getting better is you have to play a lot, obviously, but you have to be trying to play with better players. When I was really bad at the game and I wanted to grow up in level, I just came to better players and I just asked them straight. Just talk with them, ask it to play, then step by step play with better players, better clans, starting reaching some position in clan, and that's how I got better, basically.
And watching the streams also, or?
Obviously, yeah. Well, that's something more recent. Watching the streams of it's great because you can ask questions. It's live. People are mostly answering you all the time.
Yeah.
You can see the positioning, the trading of the players, because basically randoms is a lot of positioning and trading.
Yeah.
You will always see the players playing their own position almost every time on every game with even different tanks. The way they're just peeking out and shooting, not being too greedy. I guess that's super important to watch streams also. If you
Well,
want
of
to
course,
get better.
put your stream down there. Your stream is good, so people should go watch it.
Well, I'm just starting a bit. If I would be honest, I'm not enjoying playing World of Tank as much as I was. So yeah, I'm streaming a bit also for the other part of it, just sharing with the people watching, sharing more than just playing the game, answering questions and so on. So yeah, that's what I'm enjoying the most of it.
Thanks a lot for coming, Insane.
No problem, man.
English one or the Russian one, but man pulled up in the German one. 2 4 4s in a 4-door truck, there's one on the right, on the left, there's one. We don't wait for the